Hey everyone, I want to tell you why I'm standing in the middle of the jungle in a small town called Cantón El Quin in the middle of nowhere in Quintana Roo, Mexico. Me and my family, we used to live in the United States, in the state of Utah, but we gave up everything, sold everything, left our home to come out here. Why? It might sound a little bit crazy, but we have a mission and a desire to help underprivileged youth here in Mexico. It all started when our mom had the idea to go do a service trip at an orphanage in Tijuana, Mexico. And that service project was pretty impactful to all of us, as my mom would tell you. So Mom, why was the trip to the orphanage exactly so impactful to you?
The reason it was so impactful to me personally was because I grew up with knowing stories about my mom. My mom was an orphan in Mexico, and so hearing the things that she went through, I just remember having this huge desire, like I wish I had been there, like an adult that could have taken her in, that could have like shown her that love that she just was longing for, right? And so when we went to this orphanage, I'm playing with these kids and seeing their eyes, and I saw my mom in each of their faces, like that longing, that desire to just be loved, to have someone that cares about you personally. And so like saying goodbye 5 days later, we had these bonds, and I felt like my mom had so many people in her life that just turned their backs on her, you know, and just went away, and she just was abandoned again and again. And I just felt like, here I am doing the same thing. And I was like, we have to stay in touch with them. We have to figure out a way to be somebody in their lives and help them feel like somebody really cares.
Now, returning home from an experience like that is pretty impactful. We began to realize how really privileged and blessed we were in a life seemingly saturated of comforts. This contrast of lifestyle really made us realize how great the needs were of those children and youth at the orphanage that we grew to love. And that was only one orphanage of over 100 in just the city of Tijuana in Mexico. And so we became inspired to do even more, to take action. What were the actions that you were inspired to take after visiting the orphanage for the first time?
So I wrote them letters, and then we thought if we start like a community, I started a school where we could do some fundraising and we could have activities that help them be able to raise the resources they need to be able to get out there to meet these kids and to love them too. I felt like we can't be the only family that loves them. They need to have more people, a network around them that also loves them. And so that was the next step we took, is to start building this community to come out there and visit them as well. The more we went to the orphanage, we started getting to know the kids, and we started really understanding the issues that they were facing and seeing the way that they were being cared for. Because as kids get older, they seek this belonging and this sense of being heard, and that wasn't being met. And so there was a lot of times where the kids would run away because they didn't have this, they couldn't feel this need. Also, there's a lot of orphanages that we learned about that just closed off. As soon as the kids were teenagers, they just stopped taking them or sent them somewhere else because there were so many problems with teens. They didn't have the capacity to deal with them. And so their futures just kind of seemed really blocked, even through no fault of their own. That was really hard to see. We know what teenagers need, and we can help them with the things that we've been able to develop. And so if we came out to Mexico, we'd be able to do a lot more than just donating or giving our time to these orphanages that were doing so many good things, but that we felt were lacking in this thing that we could give.
So that's why I'm standing in the middle of the jungle right now, and that's why my family has come out here and left everything behind. Because we want to help those children who suffer from the consequences of abandonment, addiction, lack of quality of education, poverty, and a variety of other challenges, so that they can have the loving environment and resources that they need to achieve their potential and live their best life. And so we would like to invite you to help join us in our mission, because we are in great need of help. We are looking for volunteers and donors who are willing to help us build this school and a home for underprivileged youth. Please visit our website, findyourpathmission.org, in order to donate or sign up to volunteer, or to see more information about what we are doing here. Each child has unique talents and abilities that can help them live their best life and achieve their potential. All they need is for someone to give them a little bit of direction, lots of love, and faith in them. You can be one of those people at findyourpathmission.org.